Okay guys, we are back at Delusional's Arcade. So check this out. I have everything pretty much set up. I got my gaming rig all good, my editing workstation. I have my bench all set up here with, I have the rig on top where I could turn on and off the light here. I also have the Elgato lights which I can control. The Stream Deck as well, which you can see right there. I'm pointing to it, there it is. And I'm also getting the new Stream Deck, which I'm going to stick in that corner. But unfortunately, the one I got it like a week ago, but it was defective. So kind of a bummer, so I couldn't really do anything there. The other thing too, let's see, what have I got here? I switched the sign, now it's behind me. So when I have streams and stuff, you will see my logo behind me, which is awesome. And then I'm still working on various projects on here. Gottlieb Reactor is going to be next. That's my next project that I plan to do. Then of course I have my Ultra Arcade, which died. It died a few months ago actually, in the beginning of the summer. And I finally got around to installing a hard drive on there. The hard drive died and basically it took out the motherboard and the hard drive. It was a bad power supply, so I replaced all that. Kind of got the software up running pretty good with the arcade. I'm putting GroovyMain, the latest version, in there, and it's looking really good with my multi-sync monitor. It's a CRT 27-inch. Then I got my Millipede, just still running strong. I kind of moved all the Ataris all together. I got Rolling Thunder here. Crystal Castles is my other one that I love this game. Just such an 80s look to it. It's really cool. Just the bottom of the cabinet and everything looks awesome. Then of course down here, because it's a shorter cab, we have my brand new Candy Cab. I got a Blast City. I picked it up this summer. I had it shipped from Japan. Made its way via container on a boat, and I'm really happy with it. Still have to get a marquee and all that stuff, but yeah, so this is going to be sitting next to another cabinet that I'm getting soon, so I'll talk about it later. I actually have it, it's just coming down here soon. Centipede is finally probably going to go somewhere else. It's a beautiful cab, I did it all myself. I have the Willis overlay on that, which people really like. It just screams 80s again. It looks really cool. But because I have Millipede, I decided that this one's going to be on the chopping block. Don't know what I want for it yet. I don't know if I even want to sell it yet. I'm just thinking about it. Misc is great. I'm never going to get rid of that game. That has a 96 in one and it's running beautifully. Then I have Gapless, which I kind of started taking apart. I actually took the power supply out to help my friend Jeff out with his. He had a JAMA setup he was having trouble with, so I just pulled it out of Gapless because I have to redo it anyway, so it gave me some incentive to not play it, because once the game is working, you never work on it because it's working. You're like, oh, I'll do it later. But I have to put all the wiring in it. I got to get the marquee lit up. I have to light up the buttons. The buttons actually are custom buttons that I put in there that do light up. So I have the fixtures for that to put that on there. Then of course this one you won't see until a little later, but I did a full resto on Ring King from the ground up. Laminated cabinet, new artwork on the sides, control panel is original, and the bezel is really good too, so we'll have a video on that. Then Super PacMan, this was giving me issues, but my buddy Jack Lick actually worked on 2 of my PCBs and kind of fixed the issues that it was having with the controls and some weird issues with ROM and RAM errors. So now it's working good. I just put his board in there, it's running awesome. Then of course I have Total Carnage. So Total Carnage, it's a converted Gauntlet cab. It was already converted before I got it, and as you can see right now it's running the Milestar board, but I have a JAMA switcher in there. So it switches between Total Carnage, Smash TV, and of course, the J-Rock board. Let's see what else do I got here. So Arkanoid, this is running great. I'm probably going to cap the monitor at some point. It's never been capped. It's just an old tube, but it's running great, and I'm probably going to... I was thinking of doing a restoration on this and giving it the full art package for Arkanoid. I recently just messed around with this here and took off, it had plexi on here that had cigarette burns all over it. I cleaned it up a little bit, I rebuilt the controller, it's now running super smooth, buttery smooth. And this is running Tournament Arkanoid, and I do have the ROM hack where it'll have high score saves. So I have all the equipment I need for that. It's like this little breakout board that you have to install for the security chip. Should be pretty easy to do, plug and play. Then of course I got Zookeeper right here. This is running beautifully as well. I'm going to be sad to see it go because this one's up for grabs. It's for sale. Don't know what price I'm going to put on it yet, but I do have another Zookeeper. I found an all original one. This one had black on the front, still needed to be restored. I do have the Joe Sable full artwork package for this. New control panel, which this one's okay. It's just a cheap eBay one, so I'm probably going to replace it. The bottom is going to be replaced with Joe Sable's artwork, as is the side art. And then it'll be ready to go. And it has, of course, a J-Rock in it. Multi-Williams, that's old news here. Like, I've had this for years. I might update the ROMs, though. Maybe I'll do a video on that, where I have to update to the latest ROM with the tie-dye. I do not have the tie-dye version of Robotron in there for my Multi-Williams. Outrun's running great. I have the subwoofer upgrade on that, as you guys know. I've done video on it. Running really good. I will swap out the monitor. Right now, it looks a little darker because this monitor is not the native one. I didn't want to mess with the settings, but this is an actual burn-free tube swap that I did for my spare K7000, which I stuck in there because the original one that was in there, flyback went. And I just quickly swapped the spare that I had on the shelf in, so it's still, I have to get to that as well. A lot of projects happening. More chassis I got to work on in cap. These are Geo7s. So here's my other Zookeeper. I put stuff on Instagram if you follow me on there. But this is such a beautiful cab. It's completely 100% original. Has the original boards in the back and everything. Right now it's running a switching power supply, but I'm hoping to convert it back. I actually bought some spare Taito power supplies I got in the mail today. Currently it's running the J-Rock in there, but the other boards, the real boards, are dormant in there. But I do have a 100% working board set that I can swap in right now today that will work just fine with the switching power supply. I just haven't done that yet, haven't gotten to it, been super busy with stuff. But yeah, that's about it. So, you know, new look to the arcade. Everything's a little different here. Oh, and I'm going to show you one more bonus. I completely forgot about that. So let me go upstairs. I usually don't show you guys upstairs, but we just had people over, so it's nice and neat. And of course, you know, just look how cool it looks from here. This is from the stairway. You can actually see the arcade sign there, which I think is pretty awesome right there. Yeah, so it's nice when you're walking up, actually from upstairs, you can see a lot of the video games because you can see right through the stairs. Pretty cool setup. And then over here, this is upstairs in my living room. This is a cocktail table that I'm finally bringing up here to get rid of. You know, I think I had like a, I want to say a 49-in-1 in there. Horizontal games, and I just basically want it for the monitor, so I might pull the monitor and save it, and then probably get rid of it. This is Misc. This was actually running in my other candy cab, so I got a second candy cab when it rains it pours, right? I'll show you that in 1 second. Here's my Arkanoid. This is a cocktail Arkanoid, which is running perfectly. Have it set up nicely with a chair there. That way you could sit on the couch and, you know, do stuff there. What else do I got here? So I got my jukebox. And then next to that, I have a Astro City. So I picked up an Astro City maybe a month after I got the one from Japan. This one came locally from New Jersey, but it's in really nice shape. You can see it has the control panel there. It's a reproduction, I believe, by, I can't remember the guy's name, Alberto, I think it is. So it's pretty cool. And this one's set to Tate mode, or Tate mode. So what my plan is to make the other one Tate mode, and then this one, make the one downstairs Yoko mode, which is horizontal. That's just fancy words for horizontal and vertical that they use in Japan. So, but yeah, so this is running right now. I have a Mister in there running the Atlas games and stuff, and you know, I think it's the only cave. I think Pro Gear is the only other cave game that works, but that's horizontal. So this one's running, you know, Dodonpachi, which is a really nice game to run, and you know, I'm gonna miss it because I think I'm gonna orient the monitor the other way. Right now it's turned to the left. I want to turn it to the right to get 85% of the games that are on the Mister. So I'll have to figure something out. But anyway, yeah, this is the other surprise I had. So I have two candy cabs now. This one is actually going to go downstairs next to the other one. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Pretty quick, short and sweet, fast, of the state of the arcade. But it's looking really, really nice now, and I'm really happy with it. It's starting to get, actually, it's like the middle of winter, so it's nice and cozy down here. But it does get a little hot. So this never happened to me before, where I had so many games that it's actually generating heat now. So, but anyway, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, and if you like this video, just pass it along. You know, but mainly the like button, I think, is really what you know, enables you to share and to get more views and stuff like that. But and if you like it, you know, feel free to subscribe. I have tons of videos, tutorials, Feel free to leave stuff in the comments if you see anything you want to see or like or this and that. But my main concern now, I think that now that I finished this ranking, I got to release that. I'm currently editing this, you know, to show exactly what I did with this game. And then, of course, Gapless needs to be finished up. I have to finish that series big time. It's way overdue, and I really want to get this 100% here. And then, of course, you know, like I said, I'm going to do Reactor, which is in the corner over here. All right, guys. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and take care.